I manage a group and have established the Stronger Christchurch Infrastructure Rebuild team in Canterbury, which has had quite a big influence on the rebuild activities in Christchurch, and subsequently have managed a couple of projects to do towards managing rebuild activities and from a spatial perspective so that they don't conflict with each other. So if you can imagine, 300 concrete trucks turning up on the doorstep on the same day, going to 3 different places, it's a traffic nightmare, it's a problem. So the solution we put together is to try and help those kind of coordinated activities.
It's so integrated into everything we do, but few people really know about it as a distinct topic. And I'm not too sure why it just hasn't really had a great profile in the country.
Well, the awards might change that.
Hopefully, especially if they get a bit of media coverage with you.
We have developed a system that provides the ability for us to export fibre design services at a worldwide scale. And that means that our other telco providers that are designing fibre networks in other countries, they are able to come to us and say, can you please let us know the best way that we can get fibre into the ground and internet connections out to our citizens.
My research project was looking at usability heuristics for web maps, and through that I designed a set of 5 heuristics for the design and development of web maps, so you can follow them and create useful and usable interactive mapping applications.
So you designed the rules?
Kind of. Some guidelines that people can follow to ensure that the web maps they create are both useful and usable so that they're effective and efficient.
Software as a service really breaks down international barriers, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you access our server tucked away somewhere in Singapore, and really we can export to the whole world.
And this is an exciting business to be in?
Yes, love it, really good. We really feel like we're pioneering in the industry, we're doing some really cool stuff, and people are enjoying what we're doing, so there's a real feel-good factor there.
I really like maps, to be honest. I think a lot of people do. I think they're playing a bigger role in our lives. Yeah, I have a strong interest in cartography, and this is the industry that sort of leads into that.
But it's come a long way from those sort of, papyrus documents and maps and things, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. It has. It's sort of become now that cartography is the way that GIS presents its final bit of information.
We're creating a way for utilities companies to ensure the safety of the public by making sure that their power lines have the correct clearance from the road. That's just one of the utilities that we provide using the data that we've created. So the data that we create is from the StreetCam 3D mapping system, which is basically a vehicle that drives around all the roads in New Zealand, scans the environment, and then with that data, then we can go back and we can calculate things like power line height. Power line height is just one part of it.
Isn't spatial a bit boring for someone who's young?
It's actually very exciting. I thoroughly enjoy it. So I get to analyse crime spatially, which is very interesting.
How do you do that?
We use a lot of different methods of traditional hotspots, using grid analysis, but I've also developed a few different techniques for analysing vehicle theft and traffic offending using buffer analysis and just applying different spatial techniques to analyse crime.
You can't invent something to get me off speeding tickets.
I wish, not quite maybe, not that advanced just yet.